class. Now if you look in your chemistry final study guide, I would skip to problem number 10. We're going to do problem number 10 right now. So we're going to do number 10. Alright, so problem number 10. It says, write and balance the chemical equation below. So we're going to first write. We're going to write the chemical equation. And step 2, we're going to balance. The chemical reaction or equation. Now let's look at what it says. It says methyl alcohol CH3OH combusts in O2. So automatically you see that methyl alcohol CH3OH mixes or reacts with oxygen gas or O2. Now remember the experiment that Mr. Kurth did in class, that demonstration with the water gallon, and he put methyl alcohol inside and then he added fire and then there was an explosion in the classroom? Well, just the same idea. This is the same reaction, and we call this a combustion reaction. Notice the key word in this problem, combusts. So we know automatically this is a combustion reaction. So we have our first reactant, CH3OH, which is methyl alcohol, combusts in O2. So we know that these are our two reactants. Alright. Remember, reactants are on the left side of our arrow. So CH3OH and O2 are our reactants. Now our products, we have to memorize these two products for combustion reactions, and they are always CO2, which is carbon dioxide, plus water, or H2O. And to the right of your arrow are your products, always. And again, it's CO2 and H2O. Now this is writing our chemical equation, so we already wrote it. CH3OH plus O2 yields carbon dioxide plus water, H2O. Now the second thing we need, so we can cross this up, we can put a check here. The second thing we need to do is balance the chemical equation. When you balance the chemical equation, look at your carbons first. Now on my reactant side, I have 1 carbon. On my product side, I also have 1 carbon. So carbons, they look pretty good. Now let's do hydrogen. On my product side, I have 3 plus 1, so I have 4 hydrogens. On my product side, I have 2 hydrogens in water. Now I know this isn't balanced, so my next step would be to balance the hydrogens. I need to add more hydrogens on the product side, and the only way I can do that is by multiplying the waters by 2. That gives me now 2 times 2 hydrogens, which gives me 4. Now we do oxygen. On my reactant side, I have 1 oxygen over here in methyl alcohol and 2 oxygens in oxygen gas, so that equals 3. On my product side, I have 2 in carbon dioxide, and 2 times 1 here, I have 2 here. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Now this is the tricky part. If you're stuck here, the next step to do, I would go back to carbons and double my carbons. So you go to the next factor. So we're going to double everything. So I'm going to place a 2 in front. Once I place that 2 in front, I change the number of carbons on my reactant side. And then I want to make the same number of carbons on my product side, So I'm going to place a 2 in front of carbon dioxide, giving me the same number of carbons. So that's equal. Good. Now hydrogens, let's go back and check. Now I have 2 times 3. So 2 times 3 equals 6 hydrogens, plus 2 times 1 equals 2. So now I have a total of 8 hydrogens on my reactant side. Let's look on my product side. I still have 4, so in order to make 8, I am going to change this 2 to a 4. So now I have 4 times 2 hydrogens, 4 times 2 hydrogens equals 8 hydrogens. Perfect. It cancels, or they balance each other out. I'm just going to erase this over here. Alright, now we can go back to oxygen. So in methyl alcohol on my reactant side, I have, let's look over here, 2. So I have 2 times 1 oxygen over here. That equals 2 oxygens, plus the 2 I have over here. So I have a total of 4 oxygens. However, let's look on this side, on our product side. I have 2 times 2, so I have 4 over here on carbon dioxide. But then look, I have 4 times 1 oxygen in water. I have 4 over here in water. That gives me 8. So now on my product side, I have 8 oxygens. How would you fix that? I know I permanently have 2 oxygens over here in methyl alcohol, so that leaves me with 6 more oxygens I need. So I can put a 3 in front of here to have 6. Now all you need to do is check it. So again, 2 times 1 oxygen here, I have 2, plus 3 times 2 oxygens in oxygen gas, that gives me 6, and that is equal to 8. So I'm going to change this to 8, and now this balances out. And now we finish this problem. We have a balanced chemical equation. So here is your answer. Your answer is 2CH3OH plus 3O2 yields 2CO2 plus 4H2O. And remember, this is a combustion reaction because you have a hydrocarbon reacting with oxygen gas to produce carbon dioxide and water.